Welcome once again to me and you outside. I'm sure glad you're here. I appreciate you being here. Appreciate you subscribing to my channel, all that stuff. But I'm going to answer an age-old question today that has been a question in my own mind for years. And maybe some of you out there, maybe some of you just watch this video out of curiosity, just see what the answer is, okay? What I'm going to do today is I'm going to skin a pretty good sized flathead catfish. Now he weighs 20 pounds, okay? He's right here. I got him laying on landscape fabric right here, just this real cheap stuff. Because if you don't, he'll slide around on your table, and they're a booger to hang on to. So lay him on this fabric right here. He don't slide at all, okay? He's already dead, 20 pounder. I bled him out. I cut his tail off and hung him up and let him bleed out. And I do that on these big fish because it takes away a lot of the blood that might be on your table or in the meat or whatever. And so I bleed my bigger fish out. Anything probably 8 pounds or bigger, I bleed it out. Smaller catfish, I don't worry about it. It doesn't seem to make a difference. I did a video on that last year about that. Anyways, I'm going to skin this catfish and I'm going to answer a question. This is the question. How clean do I need to clean my catfish? In other words, how much of that dark streak do I need to take out in order to make that fish taste as top notch? Okay? Do I need to take it all out? Do I take a little bit of it out? Do I need to take any of it out? Now, I have taken it out completely my entire life because I just figured that's what you're supposed to do. I have never actually tried to taste it or eat it to see what it's like, but we're going to do that. I'm going to take some out. I'm going to slice some of this red meat off. I'm going to show you how I'm going to do it. And I'm going to take it, I'm going to fry it just like I would a piece of regular fish and eat that. It's kind of going to be interesting because I have considered it nasty my whole life. Nasty. And I don't know why. I think it's just because that's what I've been told. It's nasty. Don't eat that. It's nasty. It's nasty. I did the same thing on another video on white bass, and it was shocking. It didn't really make a lot of difference in the white bass at all, period. It still tasted the same. It was still good. So I'm going to do this flathead catfish right here. I'm going to skin him. I'm going to butcher him. I'm going to show you the dark streaks in him. I'm going to show you how I normally cut it out, and I'm going to show you what I'm going to do to save some of it to fry up and see if that stuff is as nasty as I think it is. I don't know. Stay right there. We'll go along here, skin this out. I'll show you some different parts of it here. So let's go. All right, check this fillet out now. That's a beautiful piece of meat right there. See all that red right in there? That is what we're talking about right there. Bottom half of this fish is perfect white. But this big old slab right here has got this big dark piece in it. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to come up under that dark piece. I'm going to peel it off of here. Make sure to get most of it. Like that. Look at this. Now, my friends, I'm just telling you, I've been told all my life that is so nasty. And I tend to believe it. But I'm going to fry those up. We're going to try them. I'm going to try it. Now, I'll have 4 pieces like this because I'll cut the 2 off of this piece right here. I haven't mess that. Now the belly meat has got excellent white meat already. There's not a lot of trash on the belly. And I'll take this silver off of here, and of course I remove the skin. I'll fillet it off. Now what I'll do with this belly meat, this is fun to do this with a flathead because they're so delicious. The belly meat is I'll grill it. I'll cut this into big steaks like right across here like this, and go down and rip that fillet that skin off of there. Just like so. I'm just showing you this just for fun. Right there. See that? There's nothing on there I need to take out other than I will remove this bottom piece right here. I'll start right here and just kind of go in here like this and get that silver off of there. I could leave it on there. It's probably not that bad on this flathead, but I ain't going to chance it. Right there. See that big steak? I can put that big steak right there on the grill and grill it just like you would grill a steak. But it's going to be a flathead steak. All right? Don't know if I'll show that on video or not. Might not. All right. Anyways, this is what I'm doing, okay? Now I'm going to finish cleaning this here piece up, and I'll take the rest of this red out here. There's not a whole lot left in this fish. Most of it was back toward the back end. See that piece right there? And I'll keep the red out of this one here. I'll have me 4 good strips of that red meat right here. And we're going to fry it up. And we're going to see what this tastes like. In fact, I might just cut this one time right down the middle here. make it into little bitty fillets. They're just real thin fillets, and I'll fry them by themselves. I'll have my kids down and we'll do a taste test on this. This is going to be kind of fun. And I'll just tell you, for me, it's going to be interesting because, again, my whole life I've been told, get rid of that red streak in there, it's nasty. Well, I'm going to find out if it is. All right. So with that being said, the next thing you're going to see is me at the cooking pot, getting ready to cook this fish. I may cook some regular too, just to kind of compare it, and we'll do that. So here we go. And just like that, we're here at the frying pot. Now, I added a channel catfish in the mix, okay? And I did, and I tell you why. Because channel cat are caught more than any flatheads by far throughout the United States. I mean, people catch 10,000 times more channel cat than they do flatheads. Flatheads are harder to catch. They don't bite that often. And when you catch one, it's quite a treat to catch one. So what I've got here now, this is a flathead. This is a red meat off a flathead catfish right here, okay? We're gonna cook that. Another thing I did is a channel cat. I left this meat on a channel cat. I also filleted some off too. I've got in the bag here that we'll cook, but I'm gonna cook some pieces of a channel cat, as you can see right here, where that red meat is, and I just left it on there. And then the other thing I did is I took a channel cat belly. I took the skin off, but I left the silver on the back, and I'm gonna fry this up with the silver on it. I'm gonna show you what it does, okay? And also show you how it tastes. And it may not be that bad, but I've eaten it before where it's really fishy because sometimes there's fat hiding under that silver right there. Anyways, so we're going to do that. I got my temperature going right here. It's probably sitting at around 356. It's time to add fish, all right? So we're going to add some fish to this real quick before it gets away from me. I'll get the fish in there and we'll just come right back. All right, I'm ready to take this fish out. Now, what I fried first was the flathead red meat. Okay, red meat directly off of a flathead. So when we bite into that, we're not biting into any good flesh of a flathead whatsoever. We're biting into red meat. Now I'm gonna take it out and I'm gonna show you what it looks like. It's kind of interesting. Just by looking at it, it don't look that bad. It does not look that bad at all. These are the thin strips of red meat right here. And we're gonna eat those just like that. Or we're gonna experiment with it. Now Brindley, Jackson's running the camera and Brindley's standing right there. She got a very narrow palate. And she has a very high sensitive taste buds. She tastes things that no one else does. And sometimes I actually believe her because it's real. And then like the other day, I did a turtle, a video of cooking a turtle, and she ate some of that turtle and said it tastes like the river. So later that night, my wife comes home, and I had her try the turtle because she wasn't here when we did the experiment. And she tried the turtle and she ate it. She's like, it tastes like the pond. So there was something to it. Both of them have very sensitive palates. And me and Jackson, oh man, we could eat about anything. That's a bad thing about these experiments because we say it's good and somebody else might not like it so much. But regardless here we got to go. All right, let's see what the temperature is. Well, the fish is cooked. Now let me show you what I got here, okay? I got 4 kinds of fish here, and it's just 2 types of catfish, but I'll tell you what I mean. This right here is flathead catfish red meat. That is supposed to be nasty, okay? Now right here I have just fried flathead catfish. That's all this is. Then this right here is all fried channel cat with red meat, not cleaned, okay? See how curled up that is? That's curled up like that because of that silver skin. But I want to do the taste on that and see what that's like. Then right here I have just a big old platter just for fun eating of just channel catfish, big old hunks of channel cat. And I'm telling you, this is going to be some good eating right here. I'm not even trying to do a taste test on that because it's just wonderful. But this flathead, the red meat, the flathead, the red meat, the channel cat, and we're hitting the red meat pretty hard, folks. I ain't kidding you. Now right there, see that's a strip of red meat that I took off the outside of, you saw me do that off the outside of a channel cat. And I got Brindley and Jackson here today, and I got my brother David. He's on his way down here. He'll be here in just shortly. So the next thing you'll see is us sitting over here at the taste table on the deck. And we're just going to have a good time with this. And I want you to stay with us, just see how this works out, what it's like, and we'll give you an honest opinion of it. All right, now we're here at the taste table. We came inside because it's 138 degrees outside. Well, at least it feels like it.
Feels like it.
It is hot out there, isn't it, David? And my brother David right here, he sweats really bad. And if we sit out there trying to eat this fish, his sweat will drip in our fish, and the fish will be too salty. And we don't want that, do we, Brindley? We don't want no salty fish from David's sweat. So here we are. Now, David, I called my brother David down here. David, do you know why I called you down here?
I don't have a clue.
What did I tell you? What did I tell you to come down for?
Just come down, do a taste test.
he just says, I'll be right there. He didn't know what we were eating. It's kind of funny. All right, David, here's what I did. I cut up a flathead and I cut up a channel cat. I took all the nasty stuff off of each one of them and separated it from clean fish.
Okay.
So the experiment today is we're going to see how nasty that nasty stuff on catfish tastes.
Okay.
So what I have here, this right here is channel catfish, and all this has, this is the red meat. Remember how I shaved the red meat? That's what that is.
Okay.
That is red meat. This right here is just for fun. This is just good eating flathead catfish right here.
Okay.
This is just good eating channel cat. We're just going to enjoy that. And then I have right here, David, I have channel catfish. And see that thin strip?
Yeah.
That's that dark meat that come off of the channel cat.
Oh, that's flathead.
This is flat. Sorry, this is flathead right here. This is channel cat right here. I got them backwards. Did I get them backwards?
No.
Okay. Channel cat right here. Flathead right here. And this is all strips that I cut off of that thick red meat that I cut off. And we're going to try this. So that's what we're doing here. We're just going to eat this with our fingers. It's still warm, so it really looks good. So, Jackson, here's what I want you to do, Mr. Experiment Man. I'm going to give you a piece of flathead catfish red meat right there. Now, hang on. Now, everybody out there swears I'm down. This is why we clean catfish the way we do. And I clean catfish just like everybody else. I cut all this stuff off. But I saved it this time specifically to try tasting it. So, Jackson's going to take the first bite of the red meat off of a flathead catfish.
You know, it ain't really bad at all. Don't taste nasty.
Are you serious?
Mm-hmm. I'm serious.
All right, David, I'm going to give you a piece of the same thing right there. Now, David has a wide palate like me. He can just about eat anything. But we do have our limitations, don't we, David? Now, that is a strip of the red meat off of a flathead catfish. How is it?
It's pretty good eating.
It really is.
Yeah, it really is. It's different. You can tell it's not. You'd say, well, this ain't catfish.
Really?
If I didn't know.
Huh. Here we go.
Yeah, I can taste a little bit of a difference.
Did you see Brinley smell that? She always smells odd things she's going to eat. She always smells it first. What do you think, Miss Narrow Palate?
It's okay. It's fine.
It's not
Doesn't
too
taste
bad?
bad.
It's not bad.
All right, then let's go to here. Jackson, channel catfish. See if it's got any kind of a wacky flavor in that red meat. Now, I'm telling you, folks, this is just a strip of red meat. Look, it's all dark. Very little white in that. Just a dark piece of meat.
Now that one is a little bit different.
Is it good?
Is
it fishy?
It's good. It is fishy,
This one's very fishy.
You feel like that's fishy?
but it's way different.
Okay.
I think.
That's really dark, isn't it?
Yeah.
So that's the fishiness.
Yeah.
You want to eat the rest of that?
No.
Okay, Brindley, I'll give you a piece of regular. Oh, now this is a belly meat right here, Brindley. We try this. This is belly meat with the silver left on it. Now I want you to see if that's got a fishy flavor. Try that. What do you think of that, David?
It's very good. If I didn't know that red meat wasn't on there, I'd never know it.
You'd never know I left it on there. What do you think, Jackson? Is that good?
It's good.
It makes it taste like less fishy.
So it's not real fishy, even with that silver on there.
You can still taste it a little bit fishy, but with the silver, I think it makes it either like less fishy or
Open
something.
that up. Oh, unfold that. That's that silver, that gray. Take a bite of that silver, Brindley. Yeah, just take that off of there and eat it. Yeah, that's gonna be that's interesting. Now eat that. I want your opinion of that silver. What's that like?
It tastes good.
Not bad?
Huh.
Wow. That's great. I'll tell you what.
It tastes well cooked.
All right. This is all. Jack, you have any of this you want. Take a piece of that with the silver on there. I want to get your opinion of that. All right, it's my turn to try some of this flathead. There's a strip right here. I've never eaten this in my life, ever. I've always cut it off there, always. Look how dark that is.
That's pretty good eating. It really is.
I'd never believe this, ever. I'll tell you what it is. I'm gonna eat a piece of this regular flathead right here. After eating that. That little strip was a tad fishy, but not too much. In my opinion, it really brought out the fish flavor.
Yeah.
That's just flathead right here. You gotta eat one of them. Oh my goodness. Isn't that the best you ever had, that flathead? Mm-hmm. And this is regular channel cat right here. We're gonna sit here and eat this. Okay, folks, let's get going here. There's a lot of surprise at this table. I'm surprised about the silver. I always cut the silver off. Now, I still will cut the silver off because I tell you, it curls that belly meat up. It curls it up real tight. And I just don't like that. I want it to be an open piece of fish. But again, as far as flavor goes, it's not going to really matter that much, okay? Brinley told us, and if she said that, I believe her. I can guarantee you believe Brinley. So my opinion of it is, I'm shocked that this red meat that I take off all these catfish is as good as it is. I'm telling you right now, I'm just shocked. This has been a really fun experiment right here. And part of it's fun because we're going to sit here and finish this fish up. But I do appreciate you watching this video. Flathead catfish red meat, channel catfish red meat versus clean meat. Clean or unclean, how should you eat it? I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll still clean my fish the way I do. I'll still cut all that off of there. I just will. I don't want any questions about fish being fishy or whatever. I don't want to have to deal with that.
It's 1%.
So we're gonna end this video. Appreciate you watching wherever you're at in this world, my friends. Have a good morning, good day, good night, because I can tell you this right now, there's another video and it is coming
Right around the corner.